order of business, Taoiseach. On Thursday, I asked a question in relation to the massive hike that we've seen in waste charges, and I asked that we would get a response on that, and I haven't had a response yet. Now, I raise it because it doesn't entail secondary legislation. At the time when we were told last January by then Minister Alan Kelly that the new charging regime, pay by weight, would result in savings for most people, for 87% of people. And far from that, we now have a situation where the vast majority of people are faced with an increase of up to €100 a year in the standing charge before they put out any bins at all, and then fairly significant increases in the pay-by-weight system that's being introduced. Now, it's quite clear that the waste companies are operating a cartel here, and I'm asking if, when the Minister moves to introduce regulations to prevent charging for green bins, if he will also ensure that there are restrictions placed on waste companies in respect of charging for or increasing the standing charges, because these standing charges represent a stealth tax for many people, especially older people who have very little waste. So the regime actually flies in the face of the polluter pays principle, and also results in very significant increase in the cost of living for a lot of families. So can the Minister give a commitment that he will move to prevent the waste companies from increasing the standing charge, and will he, as a matter of urgency, call in the waste companies and instruct them to stop this approach? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank Deputy Shortall for her comments in respect of those lost their lives in Orlando. The new order of business will allow for ministers to reply directly about the detail of legislation, which I think would be helpful for all deputies. I understand from Minister Coveney this regime has just been introduced. He intends to monitor the situation very carefully, and he will obviously appraise Deputy Shortall and everybody else of the issue and the concern that you've raised there. So Minister Coveney will be in touch with you, Deputy